Welcome back to WCW 2000. This is Monday Nitro and it's Total Extreme Wrestling 9. My name is Anders and here we go on Spike Power Driver. Today we are doing some forward planning, which is very unusual for this save. And as I say forward planning, I mean we've put some plans in place for Spring Stampede, which is 3 weeks away. We are looking into the distance, but obviously all of that could change because we have to consult our random booker generator idea spreadsheet, words of that effect, where we will basically randomize a number and it will tell us what to do. If you are enjoying the series so far, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, like the video, go and check out the rest of the episodes on the playlist, go and check out the Local to Global 1992 playlist as well, and all of the other fun stuff we're doing here. And without any further ado, we are going to hit the random generator. And card subject to change. Spend the show hyping the main event, but then don't deliver on the match. I mean, don't we do that all the time anyway? Right, let's do something else. I don't like that change because I've actually planned things. Okay, we will, in this here, we'll mention that one, and then Nash will take on Benoit in the main. I'm cheating a little bit. There we go. Right, I'm cheating. So in this, where we've got the outsiders here, Nash decides he can't be bothered wrestling Benoit tonight. So moves the match to next week. That kind of works, as you'd expect. I don't like that we've had to do a bit of a cop-out there. Let's go and see what else we can do. I don't like double switch. No, let's not do a double switch again. Back together again. Oh, no. No, we've done this before. We've done this before. No, I'm beginning to fall out with the random generator thing. The turn that... See, we're doing that. Okay, we're doing that already. I'm beginning to think that the idea of using the random generator to do things is becoming slightly worn out because I'm kind of booking like I'm doing random generating anyway. We've kind of done that tonight. Let's go into the show. There's enough chaos going on. If you don't like what I've done on this episode, I've cheated a little bit. Tell me in the comments. I'm sure you will do, but tell me in the comments that I've done some naughty cheating. And next week I will do 2 ideas, no matter what they are, and I'll follow them through. Maybe. Right, let's go to the show. It's Nitro on the 27th of March 2000. It's nearly WrestleMania 2000 in the WWF, but we aren't the WWF, so I don't care. We're in Michigan, and WCW Commissioner Ric Flair starts the show by announcing that after all the chaos of the last few weeks, Lex Luga will be defending his WCW title at Spring Stampede against 5 other men, a 6-pack challenge. As number 1 contender, Sting is automatically entered into the match, but 8 other men will have qualifying matches starting tonight to fill out the places. As you may have seen, DDP takes on Randy Savage. Nash takes on Chris Benoit in the main event. And then Hall, Piper, Sid Hennig will come next week. And then we'll have 6 men in the 6-pack challenge for the WCW Heavyweight Championship. A 57 gets us off to a strong start and the crowd are hot and rising. Excellent. It won't last. If you are unfamiliar, it never does. We kick off our opening contest as Rey Mysterio defeats Crowbar in 4 minutes with a Super Hurricane Rana. Gets 48, not a bad effort actually, both men putting in solid, if not unspectacular, performances. Rey with a 55. A 48 gets a nice ticking along, and then David Flair ruins things by sneaking into the ring. He's been fired. You should know this. He lost a loser leaves WCW match, but we've seen him every week since. That was part of the random booking ideas. Just to let you know, we are still doing them. Rey's victorious, but David Flair sneaks into the ring looking to attack. But he sees his former, maybe current, who knows, girlfriend, Stacy Keibler, gets distracted, and Rey sends him back where he came from. Thanks for coming, David Flair. 26, disappointing. Next up, the Revolution do their usual shtick, as Shane Douglas talks about how they're taking over the WCW. And tonight, Saturn and Malenko get a showcase match as they look for some better challengers in the tag team division. Mike Awesome looks intimidating, Tori Wilson looks sexy, and the other 3 guys just stand around. Shane Douglas with a promo. 37, not bad. Okay, fine. The match itself is a lot better, though, as Malenko and Saturn beat the Armstrongs. I think it's Scott and Steve, but you could... Yeah, it is Scott and Steve. Who knows? Texas Cloverleaf gets the job done for Malenko. It was technically a title match, but there we go. Revolution win, a 52. Solid in-ring action so far today. It will probably fall off a cliff. We go backstage, and Disco Inferno is seen dancing because that is what he does. When Berlin approaches him, no, wait, that's not Berlin. That's Alex Wright, the German. Das Wunderkind thanks Disco for getting it. That was a Nitro, or was it Thunder on PS1? Reference, by the way, just in case you're wondering why I just said the German. Anyway, he thanks Disco for getting him to see the proverbial disco ball and showing him the error of his ways. Enmity is dead. Long live the tag team of Dance Wunderkind. It's the best I could come up with. Let me know in the comments if you think something better than that. I don't like Boogie Nights or whatever they were called, but Dance Wunderkind is what I'm going with. You're welcome. 28, and we go into a match in a minute with those pair. But DDP is backstage with Mean Gene, and he tells him that he's positive. Yeah. About his chances of becoming the WCW champion again. He's the people's champ, apparently, and knows that he can beat Luger one-on-one if he gets the opportunity. It won't be one-on-one, though. It's a six-pack, anyway. And he knows he can beat Savage one-on-one tonight, and everyone will, of course, feel the bang. 53. Nice. Keeps the crowd hot. White hot, in fact. Maybe crowd management isn't as hard as it seems. Next up, Booker T has a bit of a wild brawl with Juventud Guerrera, but wins with a scissors kick in 7 minutes. That's 44. Oh, that's why, because Booker's bruised his pectoral muscle. We're just starting to push the guy as well. Match gets a 44, not bad, but Booker's injured. Thanks, Buddy Lee Parker. You've told me as much as I could see. After the match, holding his chest, obviously, Booker grabs the microphone and calls out his anchor, his brother, Stevie Ray. He claims that he turned his back on Stevie before it could happen to him because he knows his brother better than anyone else, but he also knows that he is the better wrestler. Stevie, as you probably would expect, has heard enough, rushes out, and the pair brawl until Booker hightails it out of the ring in order to fight another day, and this will happen at Spring Stampede again. This is because of the random Booker generator twice. It put Harlem Heat back together, and then it told me to split them up, like in consecutive weeks. It wasn't fun. We turned Stevie face, and the fans weren't happy because it was too abrupt, and it had just happened after his heel turn, and then we turned Booker heel. Go figure. WCW 2000. You're welcome. 44. Yes, next. Oh, dear. How is Luger doing such a poor job as well? Mean Gene is with the Hollywood Brother. This is because of you in the comments. The Hollywood Brother who talks about how he lost the world title, apparently, and now he wants it back. Dude. He calls out Bret Hart, I might as well. Calls out Lex Luger to put the gold on the line, and Luger just walks by and looks at Mean Gene, looks up and down the Hollywood Brother and asks him, who the hell is this guy? Gene really doesn't have any idea, but Luger says he'll give him a shot regardless. And this is all because of a comment on a recent video. So you're welcome. It got it to 26. We've cooled the crowd. We've gone hot, but cooling. I don't think I've had that one before. It normally never gets as high as hot, but it's cooling now. And Luger... How is Luger only dropping a 31 for his promo in part 2? Terrible. Dance Wunderkind faces the Faces of Fear, so the Barbarian, who was a member of Enmity, is teamed up with his former partner Meng. But Alex Wright, the German, gets a quick roll-up victory in 3.5 minutes, and Dance Wunderkind are advancing to whatever they're advancing to as they get the victory. Maybe they'll face the Revolution at Spring Stampede. Maybe I'm stupid and I'll do that. Excellent. 36. Not bad. Yeah. Alex Wright with the best performance. Still can go in the ring. We see the returning Stinger. This is a poor rating as well. Let's just have a quick look at the dirt sheet. Good momentum, good gimmick, bonus, low morale, locker room morale, low morale, low locker room morale. That's just pinging everything. Returning Stinger is with Mean Gene. He talks about how everyone is gunning for the world title and how he isn't sure yet how much he can trust Lex Luger. A six-way match actually works in his favour, though, because if he can't trust anyone, the best man will win. Not sure that's how it works, Sting, but when it is showtime, Sting will become the WCW champion. Who knows? Who knows if that match will even happen? because I sure don't. We go to the ring next, and Kevin Nash and Scott Hall head to the ring. As Kevin Nash is about to face Benoit in the main event. Honest. They talk trash about Benoit and Piper, who they'll... I've not thought this through, who they'll face next week. Nash calls Benoit a midget. Hall tells Piper that he's old and washed up. Nash decides that he can't be bothered wrestling to Benoit tonight, so that match is going to happen next week. Sorry, lol. As you probably would expect, Benoit and Piper have heard enough, and they head to the ring looking for a fight. Jeff Jarrett gets involved, attempting to make the NWO numbers advantage count, but the outsiders aren't bothered, so they leave, and Jarrett loses to a 2-on-1 beatdown. Sorry, Jeff. Piper's underwhelming. Nash went off strip nicely. Scott Hall's got a hot catchphrase. Back up to white hot again with a 53. I mean, okay, we're getting somewhere. Luger then beats the Hollywood Brother in 57 seconds with a torture rack. He made his first defense of the WCW heavyweight title, though, so well done. Gets a 40. I mean, that's not too bad, I guess. We could probably sack the Hollywood Brother now, because that is done. So we can get rid of him. I think his contract's up in April anyway, but he's going regardless. Anyway, Big Papa Pump grabs a microphone before his US title defense. He shouts about how fat Bam Bam Bigelow is and how much fun it's going to be throwing his ass around. The US champ is the best champ in WCW right now, and once he wins and defends his title, if I've remembered to even make it a title match, because who knows, he's going to go thrill some freaks. Performed well going off script. Gave everything a boost. Very hot. 54. Nice. And then he does that. He beats Bam Bam Bigelow by submission after chucking him around the ring for 7 minutes. Makes his second defense of the US title, and both men put in solid performances. Back to good ratings again. A 58. I say good, relatively speaking. A 58 for this match is pretty much on par with where our good to not quite great matches go. Steiner put in an effort. Didn't actually phone things in with his poor morale, which is good, because usually he does. But okay, good. 58. Moving on towards our final actual main event sort of picture bit. Savage is a bit subdued, but he tells Mean Gene that we've not seen him for weeks. He tells Mean Gene that this might be his last shot at the WCW title, so he's going to go show DDP that Macho Man has always got his number. Spoiler: I don't think I'm going to re-sign Macho Man when his contract's up. I think his contract's up in April. So he'll be going. Got a 47. We can't even get good ratings out of Savage for a promo. Like, if 47's as good as he's going to get, what's the point of paying him so much? Because it's not happening. Next up, the main event. That's better. Oh, no, they got good chemistry as well. Pretty good chemistry. DDP defeats Randy Savage with a diamond cutter in 9 minutes to close the show. Page puts in a 60, Savage a 50, gets a 55 for the wrestling, and overall, the segment gets a 60, which is a good way to end the show. Cracking. Diamond Dallas Page qualifies for Spring Stampede. He now makes it 3 out of the 6 positions filled for the 6-pack challenge, and Savage goes out on his back looking at the lights. Excellent. After the main event, DDP is in the match, so Sid Vicious, who we've all forgotten about, he rushes down to the ring. Drops in with a huge powerbomb. Sting and Luger try and make the save, but it's too late as DDP is down and Sid is on his way home again. That's how we close the show. Gets a 56. Not quite sure if it's going to be good enough. A 56 overall ain't really good enough, is it? Nitro's hard to book. It really is. Finish the show there. Injury review. Booker has got 26 days where he can work through that injury, but that means his Spring Stampede match against Stevie Ray is going to be a dud, and it kind of means that any potential push going forward is going to be quite tough because he's going to be injured. So we're probably going to have to call that one. Finance-wise, we made some money. We're overall 8 million in the red. We're not going down again. We had a run, right? We had a run not too long ago where we were actually sustaining our popularity. That's gone again. It really has. It really has gone again. But there we go. That's Nitro. I hope you've enjoyed it. Again, if you didn't like how I kind of did a bit of a cop-out with the random booking idea generator, let me know in the comments down below. I might ignore you, because some of the ideas you've come up with down there are positively daft. But it fits nicely with the story of Vince Russo booking and not really paying attention to the show or having a clue what to do. So, there we go. There's locker room tension. The locker room over at WWF is not doing particularly good either. And they're having issues with Triple H and Pat Patterson. Mr. Ass and Flash Funk are having a rivalry. Surgery. Dick Togo's had a good surgery. Maybe he's No, not making that joke. Raw. What happened on Raw? Triple H was the star. Mankind beat Road Warrior Hawk in the main event in a cage. I mean, it sounds as daft as some of the stuff we're putting out. So, you know, there we go. No title matches by the look of things. DX beat Too Cool by DQ. I mean, how's that got an 83? Like, literally, apart from a Rock promo, there's nothing. Nothing there that's anywhere near as good as some of the crap I'm coming out with. I mean, lots of it is. But how's that got an 83? Like, literally, nothing. Only one segment out of the whole show is 83. No, sorry, 2 segments out of the whole show are 83 and above. That just means the AI get loads of extra. They were in the Great Lakes as well, the swines. Never mind. Right, any news? Edge is relocated to New England. That doesn't matter. Booker T's injured. Ric Flair doesn't like Bam Bam Bigelow. Scott Hall's causing rifts against Ric Flair. Of course he is. Even Stacy Keibler, who's dating Ric Flair's son, is now arguing with Ric Flair. On TV, Nitro did a 4.43, which is fantastic. Right, we'll be back next week with more Nitro, and in 3 weeks' time, it's Spring Stampede, and we're starting to put a card together. It will all change. Once again, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Check out the other videos here on the channel. Check out the rest of this series if you haven't already. I'm sure you have if you're watching this far. But regardless, I've been Anders. I appreciate you all. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.